So
Yeah, because our highlights are ass.
yeah, so we'll let some people load in.
There we go. We're live. All right. Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. Blame me. I'm old, and my computer decided to log me in my work shit instead of my fun stuff. I just realized I'm like, oh crap! It's in my work email, not my regular one.
Yeah, I was late today too, guys. My bad. So Josh had technical difficulties as soon as we got on. So let's make sure. Let me just double check we're running everywhere because this has not been friendly to us today. Cool. We are live there.
Yep, we're live everywhere.
Cool. How's Instagram working? Is it working good?
Yep, let's go. We already got people joining up. Welcome, everybody. Thank you. We're having some problems. We really appreciate it. We're going to be talking about week 1. We were both at the game. It was a lot of fun, a lot of excitement, a lot of fights, which, I feel like, what's the word for it? Oakland's back. And that's what I've been saying.
Let's just say it's cheaper to travel to LA than it is to Vegas, I guess, right?
I tell people that's called upper deck activities. When you get seats that are cheaper, you get more fights, you get more fun. But at the same time, the old saying, "You'll beat us on the field, we'll beat you in the parking lot."
Yep.
If you notice, Merriman only showed the one fight where the Charger fan actually won and they get the shit kicked out of them. I'm like, where's the other ones? Where's all the ones I posted? The shit beat out of them, I'm gonna ask the chat as a white male, why do Mexican guys that are slightly heavy set always take off their shirts to fight? That is the every fight some dude took his shirt off. I'm like, bro.
It's because they want to be boxers, bro. Come on.
Oh man, I was dying laughing. I'm like, every fight some dude took his shirt off. I'm like, why? And then there's another one that was funny. A guy threw up sets and got knocked out. And then some guy was throwing punches like this. I'm like, and it was a Raider fan. I was so disappointed. So disappointed.
Oh, man. Yeah, there was a lot of fights. I wasn't able to see any. I saw some on obviously there. I sat over in the end zone. So did Josh. I wasn't able to see any fights, but I know there was a ton out there. But overall, the game, man. I mean, it was disappointing. I mean, I think that's the correct word for it.
Disappointing to say the least. We knew we were going to have offensive struggles, but that was absolutely atrocious. It reminded me the same thing of Jimmy G. We're like, man, you know what? He's good enough. He's just enough with our defense. He's just enough with these players. And we all thought the same thing of Gardner Minshew, and he just shit the bed.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily a bad play. It was just our offense looked horrible all around. There was no real highlight of our offense besides Mattinson hurdling the guy and running in. Other than that, it was just meh the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, other than Madison, and I mean, he had to make a complete highlight reel to make that play. I had seen that we only entered the red zone, I believe, one time.
Yep.
Carlson missing kicks. I mean, it was very disappointing to say the least. So let's get into it. I mean, let's break it down a little more and see where we can go from there. Raiders offense.
We should do what we're talking about, our giveaway. So every Saturday,
go ahead.
Okay, we got a lot of people live every Saturday on X and Instagram. $100, $100 if you can guess the score right. And yes, we will pay you. Cash App, and Facebook Pay, whatever you got. One of us has it. So we want to kind of give back to people. So make sure you comment on that. Last one, nobody won. Everybody picked the Raiders to win, which is good. But, we want to give back. So make sure you join that. It's just a way to win some quick, easy money.
Yeah. So every week we will be posting a giveaway, $100, both our pages. So Instagram and Twitter. And just guess the correct score. We'll go from there.
Right.
Cool. Other giveaways we'll also post soon. I know we've been saying it. Josh has been lagging.
Oh my God. You want to do the Jacoby Myers giveaway this weekend then?
Let's do it.
Okay. So Friday we'll post it. Because that's usually a travel day for most fans. We'll post about 9 a.m. I'll put it as a collaborator. This is where my skills are better than Q's. You got to hit accept on the collaboration for it to go to your page. But comment, tag, and somebody can win a free Jacoby Myers jersey autograph. So we'll give that away too this weekend.
Yeah, I'm not a big Instagram guy. I'm more on I'm more Twitter and
Hey,
TikTok.
I'm hitting Twitter numbers finally. Hitting Twitter
Yeah,
numbers. I'm getting up
there you
there. I'm
go.
creeping.
There you go. I started on TikTok. I got 50,000 views on a video on TikTok
Yeah.
of parking lot Jack. He went viral again on TikTok. So
Oh my god, dude, it's wild. It's what like I was just like because I don't really pay attention to the monetized part.
mhm.
I had a meeting with Meta today, so that was cool. They kind of gave me some tips and showed me how to do things, sent me a bunch of emails and stuff. But like, it's like everybody knows like I get my money back on my page. Like that the video for me walking to my car, just pissed off and angry, saying we should get back car, joking around. Maybe like $80. I'm like, cool. I get to buy some stuff and give it back to people. I'm like, that's awesome. I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
That's
So
cool.
yeah, that's what I was like, hey, that's $80 I didn't have before. I mean,
Yeah, there you
I
go.
only spent like $3,000 traveling, but hey, $80 was a dent in it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the travel part does get expensive. I mean, it is fun. I am editing a vlog over the weekend. A lot harder than I thought, so hopefully I can get that out by tomorrow.
Yeah.
That'll be posted on our YouTube channel, QX Goat. We got there very early, pink lot, tailgated, got to meet a bunch of fans. Took a lot of shots, like I said. So that hopefully will be posted by tomorrow. So I'm editing it as we speak. So
Let's go.
we'll go from there. But okay, let's dive in a little bit. I mean, you want to get right into the ugly? Let's talk about
let's talk about the shit show of our Raiders. Our Raiders passing. So this was the number one thing. Me, I'm a numbers guy, so I was going through the pass blocking. So we gave up 4 sacks, right? Gardner Minshew was only blitzed a third of the time that he threw the ball. So 68% of his dropbacks were unblitzed, and he was sacked 3 times. 3 of the 4 sacks came without a blitz. A 4-man rush, we got beat. And Miller gave up 2 sacks.
Yeah.
Our pass blocking was atrocious. We had some of the worst pass blocking in the league this week.
Mm-hmm.
We had some of the worst PFF ratings in the league this week. And it wasn't necessarily bad quarterback play. We couldn't keep a clean pocket. That's all it was. Our QBR under pressure was in the 40s, which is absolutely atrocious. Yeah. And even unblitzed, it was bad too. It was below average. It was bad play all around from our offensive line. That's the number one thing that stuck out to me.
Yeah, I think offensive line is definitely where it begins. Minshew had very little time. I'm looking over the stats right now. Minshew technically, I mean, say how you want. Minshew had a overall, let's say decent. He went 25 for 33 with 257 yards. He did have that horrible play before the end of the half, where he threw the ball backwards.
What the fuck was that?
I have no clue. I thought something. I was in my seat and I was just like, oh, pass interference. I don't know. Just trying to think of something that happened. Like, what happened?
Yeah, I was like, oh, he threw the ball, okay, and then fumble,
and,
and then they didn't review it,
and then I was like, pass interference, maybe. I was like, I don't know. I was trying to make shit up, and I have no clue what that was at all, not one bit. I mean, let's see if I can maybe, pull it up over here. But that play lost us the game, I would say.
I mean, on the good note, I was energetic. I'm like, they had the ball in the red zone and went 3 and out.
Yeah,
that shows how good our defense is.
Our defense is amazing.
Yeah, our defense is lights out. Our offense is going to cripple our defense this year, and we kind of all knew that. Our offense is going to be our weak link. We're going to score 15 to 20 points a game. We're going to probably have 20th ranked offense.
Yep.
But at the same time, it was just like, man, we never had a chance in that game. We never had a chance.
Not at all.
Against a subpar team. And I can't remember what commentator said it, but they were hyping up, oh, the Chargers defense is good. The Chargers had a bottom feeder defense last year in rush defense, pass defense. They could get after the quarterback, and that was it because they're 2 pass rushers. But other than that, their defense was one of the worst in the league. And Sports Illustrated and ESPN was hyping them up, saying, oh, this and that, they're good. I'm like, no, they're not. They're like a 25th ranked defense. Our offense is just ass.
Yeah.
It's like, stop making excuses. Just realize what we are and get better.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, I mean, here's the play that we had brought up. I mean, I don't know.
I mean,
this is my first time reviewing the footage, by the way. I mean, I have not looked over footage. I got home yesterday. It just looks like a slip, just goes behind the line, slips, and man, that is brutal.
I don't want to hurt anymore. So the hungover was enough for me Sunday. I don't need to watch the game again.
Yeah.
So shout out to everybody that ran into me Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah. That was bad. But yeah, I mean, offense needs to improve. Offensive line needs to improve. I think. I mean, when do you throw, Jackson Powers Johnson into the fire?
Yeah, he's still battling injury.
Faster than what we think, because we had no lanes to run the ball. Zamir White had a very underwhelming day. Madison had a very underwhelming day. The whole team as an offense had an underwhelming day.
And that's the thing. I'm big on efficiency. So one of the reasons I always talk about Aaron Rodgers, not the best quarterback, doesn't throw up the biggest numbers, but he does the most with the ball. You only have so many plays to do so much. Yeah. You got 60 offensive plays a game, and then after that, that's it.
Yeah.
So you have to be efficient with the ball. You can't have wasted plays in the NFL. And when White was running the ball, that was it. He was the lowest rated running back in the NFL last week. I mean, really think about that. Out of 40, 50 people, that 60, whatever it was, ran the ball. I think it was in the 50s, 50 to 60. He was literally the worst. Mm-hmm. Like, think about that. That's how bad of a game he had. He had the worst rated offensive rushing attack we had last week.
And being at the game, I mean, obviously you can tell a little bit, but you can just tell he looked very hesitant to try to even hit the hole, to try to hit that A gap or to try to hit anything. He looked very hesitant. Those gaps were closing. I still think with those gaps closing, I still think that Antonio Pierce should have went for it on 4th and 1 with 7 minutes left in the game. I think that was a very questionable call, but from a rookie coach standpoint, I think, he's going to learn from his mistakes.
He's going to, and people want to, hop on him and this and that. He's going to mess up. He's a new coach, regardless of how he was as a player, being a captain, Super Bowl champ. Like, he's going to mess up as a coach. I keep telling people that he's going to have the oof, because we always can look back, watch the game, and see what he did. Like, I would have done this. It's like, yeah, I wouldn't have got married and have an ex-wife, but you can't fix everything for the past.
No, it happens. Yeah. It was crazy. I mean, 4th and 1, you have to steal a possession. Even if, say the defense does stop them, I mean, 2-3 minutes come off the clock, you're going to get one more possession. Yeah. You got to steal possession. You have to steal a possession. 4th and 1 in enemy territory, you just have to steal a possession.
Yeah. And it was weird because he went for it when you're supposed to punt it, and he punted it when you're supposed to go for it. It was like, what? Why? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And, man, I wish I could have just been in his ear and be like, dude, you have to steal a possession here. Like, you just had to. So, I mean, Casper Whitehead, Marvin Lewis, and all them there. So, to be in his ear. But I mean, at the end of the day, AP is the main decider. He is the head coach of the team.
Yeah, so. And I'm gonna trust him in the end. Like I said, I got a lot of crap because I was like, we're a fringe playoff team, and that's okay. We're gonna see what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
and just go with it. Just chill.
Yeah. So for my gambling people out there, Raiders are going into Baltimore as 9.5-point underdogs. Put that into perspective. It's a lot of points.
Yeah. Last year, what? KC was 10.
I think KC was 9.5 as well.
Yeah, and I took. I'm like, nope, taking the points. That's so much in the NFL. Our offense is bad, but our defense is going to be able to contain Lamar for the most part. And the thing is, our defense is very good at rushing the passer and chasing and closing gaps.
Yeah,
Lamar's going to get hit out in the open. For that aspect, he'll have his yards. You can't really do that. He's an MVP candidate. But at the same time, we got an elite defense. So I think we'll be able to contain him for the most part. It all depends what we can do against Derrick Henry. That's going to cause some real problems.
No, and I agree. Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, they're all going to run that. They're going to probably run it down our throats. They're going to try to do what J.K. Dobbins did. And, granted, we got tired in the 4th. To be fair, I was tired and I was sitting down. That heat at SoFi is no joke.
Yeah.
So, defense got tired in the 4th. I was tired. I mean, that heat at SoFi is just absolutely horrendous. So we have a question here. Is the honeymoon phase over with AP? For my opinion, no. I still think AP is going to be a great head coach. He's going to learn from his mistakes. I don't see that. I don't see the honeymoon phase over. I think that he just needs to learn from his mistakes. What's your opinion on that, Josh?
No. I told people if he goes, same thing I said with McDaniels. If he goes like 5-6 wins, he's going to be in some real problems. We're still in the honeymoon phase. We're still hyped up. We still have faith in him. Yeah. I tell these people like fire him after weekend. I'm like, this is why we're fucking dysfunctional. This is why we are the most toxic fan base. This is why we have the most issues. This is why we have had the most coaches in the past, 20 years, because we're toxic and we turn on people so fast like this. Just stop. Let him coach. Let him do his thing. You wanted McDaniels gone, and now you're mad that he's here. Just 8 games later, like relax. Yeah. Let him coach. Let him see if he has the potential to be an NFL coach. I know a lot of the fan base wanted Harbaugh. It didn't happen. You can't kind of just hone on that. We have AP. We were happy you had AP last year. Let him coach. That's it. Let him coach. 8 games in, if we're like 2-6, yeah, then you can start talking like, hey, maybe he's not qualified, or maybe we need to draft a quarterback, things like that. But
even to an extent, I mean, you hit it right there at the end. I think it's just quarterback. You need a quarterback. This team needs that guy, and that guy on offense isn't there. It looks like we hope Minshew would have been that guy, and there's still a lot of game left. This is week 1 panic. He can still very well be that guy, but as of Sunday, the offense was not in tune, nothing like that. Defense looked immaculate until the fourth quarter because they were tired. I was tired.
And we see that.
So that's my standpoint on it. So Kuntz back, yeah. Not having Kuntz was a big factor. We had signed a pass rusher today. Don't quote me on his name. He's a former first-round pick from the Jags.
That was on their practice squad. Yay.
Yeah.
Well, we need depth.
They signed some help. We also signed a corner today. So we will see how those two pan out on the field. Talking in the corners, our trio allowed 3 catches for 14 yards to receivers. 1 touchdown towards the end to McConney, or McCanney, whatever his name is. Trio looked amazing. Defense looked good. I think that whole Max Crosby is bullshit thing. Max Crosby looked good. Don't let the media fool you.
He had one sack.
Looked good.
Yeah, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss, like 3 hits, 3 pressures.
Yes.
Like they're running stunts. So
yes, they are running stunts.
Max Crosby
for those who don't know what stunts are, is he hits the tackle first and then he runs into the middle, basically trying to create a stunt. Just so for the people, for football knowledge people,
and it's if they were so good, why didn't they throw for more yards? So I mean, that's just I'm not trying to be a dick, but I am. So if we're talking about they did really good, they did this, they did that, whatever the case may be. First and foremost, he under pressure. He had like a quarterback rating of 30, which is fucking ridiculous. It's so low. He only had 17 completions for 144 yards. Justin Herbert, the guy who's supposed to throw for 5,000 yards, had 144 yards. And we are promoting, oh my God, they did so good. Their offense was so awesome. No, like our offense lost us the game. They were held, and they had the shit kicked out of them. And they ran the ball. What was it? Like maybe 5-6 carries was a bulk of their rushing attack, and other than that, they averaged like 2 yards a rush.
And our offense was in the fourth quarter when the team was just exhausted from all the 3 and outs.
So it's just you look at things like that. It's like, no, you didn't do too good. Herbert wasn't that good in the game. Had 144 yards. When was the last time Herbert threw for 140? Like it's been a while.
Yeah.
So our pass defense was I was so surprised how well Bennett did. I was like, wow, he really stepped it up. So last year he made a lot of stupid mistakes. He was a rookie, but you saw him trying. He's so fast and athletic. Like that dude is just a speed demon out there, just running around relentless. And now he's actually put some cover skills in there. You're like, oh, he's doing good. And then we got Hobbs on the nickel and the slot. So
played very well.
Yeah.
Hobbs played very well.
I think our defense is going to give people a lot of problems, but it just depends what our offense does in the game.
The offense needs to give them. I'm gonna shoot low. They need to give them 4 really good drives a game. that defense needs a break, especially early in the year with those hotter conditions, over in LA or over in Baltimore. It's going to be hot in Baltimore. It's humid in Baltimore. So you needed to have those solid possessions to get the defense a break. So we will see how they do this week, and you need 4 solid drives.
Yeah.
Zeus did look terrible, Ruben.
Yeah,
to say the least.
Well, here's the thing with Zeus. For most of the part last year, he could not find holes, and out of nowhere, he's like, "All right," he just went off.
Yeah.
And this year, it's just like, nope.
But I mean, our interior line, I think, was the weakest point. I mean, Andre James was getting hammered all game. The interior line was just getting absolutely demolished. I think you need to maybe pull the trigger on JPJ a little sooner than we would like. But he's a rookie. He can get out there. He can ball. Sorry, trying to read some comments through here. Luke Getsy. What it
Luke Getsy. Oh man.
It's the first game. He threw a lot of questionable, screen calls. I'm rubbing my head because it gives me headaches to watch that offense and try to replay it in my head. But I mean, we'll see. That's all we can do. We're heading to Baltimore as 9.5-point underdogs. So,
yeah, I'm going to take that.
Yeah. Comments. I mean, let's touch on it. There's a few comments on it. What do you think about this play calling, Josh?
It looked like it was vanilla all over again. That was what was scary. We're like, this is McDaniel's offense. I was like, no, please God, no. It looked like McDaniel's offense. We did push the ball a little bit. Not too much. We had a couple deep receptions. But the thing is, we weren't getting any pass blocking. We weren't getting any run blocking. We couldn't move the ball. We flat out could not move the ball. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to see us as more of a, that's the other thing, that the 12 offense is what everybody thought we were running. And I think we only ran about 12 plays or something like that of Meyer and Bowers on the field, which we thought was going to be basically our offense. We're going to be like, hey, we're going to run it down your throat. We got big boys. We got a big offensive line. Yeah. And we didn't do that. We ran more of like a spread offense, which is kind of weird. We ran the offense that I think you would see with Justin Fields, which is, single back, wide receivers, and a tight end, and shotgun or single back. And because that's what Fields ran. And I'm like, Minshew's not Fields. Minshew's not as fast. He's not as athletic. Put him in shotgun or put him, with a power and see what we can do a power I or a power single back. And we didn't do that. We ran a single tight end. So I think that's going to be the major change that they're going to do in overhaul, because Baltimore has a good D, and you are not going to finesse your way around them. They're going to smack you in the mouth.
Yeah, definitely. They will smack you in the mouth real fast too. They have Hamilton running out there. They have a lot of big names on defense that can just, give the Raiders a very hard time, just as the Chargers did. I want to touch on it too, though. I mean, Harbaugh, everyone was so hyped about Harbaugh, and he struggled. I mean, let's be realistic there too. Fourth quarter, we had a meltdown. We competed for 3 quarters. Defense got tired. Charger fans are annoying. I'm gonna throw that out there too. My mentions on, if you guys are bored, go through my mentions on Twitter, all over. So that's something as well there.
For a team that's never won shit, you guys are pretty fucking arrogant. Like, I'm gonna tell you that. I had a guy say, we got a championship. And I'm like, when? I was like, didn't you guys win like the AFL in 1960? He's like, yeah, that one. I was like, bro, there was like 8 teams. Like, you won the best out of 8. There was no NFL back then. Like, shut the fuck up.
I had a guy in my comments, and he posted a graphic of all the stuff that didn't exist when the last time the Raiders won a playoff game. It was like iPhone and all this shit. I was like, dude, what existed the last time the Chargers won a Super Bowl?
Jesus.
Not even. That's impossible. That's impossible too. It's just, man, it's
dinosaurs weren't a thing the last time Chargers won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's just, I have no clue where this guy's coming from, man. It's very it is what it is. We lost. I mean, we got punched in the mouth in the fourth quarter. I do think when we ran play action and passes over the middle, we had the most success.
Yeah, definitely play action, because it gave more time. It was still the threat of the run. It gave him that extra millisecond to get rid of the ball. But at the same time, you can't run play action every play when you're averaging 3 yards a rush. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I can, if White doesn't pan out, and this thing, I told everybody Mattinson's not that guy. Everybody's like, oh, he did good. Yeah, he did good this game.
He
And
did.
that was his first touchdown in over a year.
Yeah.
So is
He
it gonna
looked.
repeat
He
itself?
looked better.
Yeah, he
He
looked
even
better.
looked
Yeah.
better when he ran the ball. I mean, he didn't look scared to hit the hole. He was taking the hits as soon as he hit the hole. While Zeus was trying to play like old school Le'Veon Bell and kind of try to run around the line,
Yeah.
kind of get nervous at the line of scrimmage. Um,
So this
he
is the
wasn't hitting
problem
the
with
holes.
Mattinson, though. Mattinson will run 3 to 4 yards and then he goes down. He doesn't break tackles. He's
Yeah.
highly inefficient with the ball. He'll
Yeah.
get you 3 or 4 yards, and that's it. He's not a prime back.
Yeah.
He will not average 4.5, 5 yards a carry. He's not good in the red zone. Like he's a rotational back, and that's okay. You need that on your team. But if
Mhm.
he is our feature back, we're gonna have some real problems running the ball this year, and we're gonna be one dimensional, and it's gonna be Gardner Minshew throwing the ball 30 times a game,
Mhm.
and we're not gonna win.
Yeah. So I know you're not a fan of clickbait, but let me ask you a quick question. Let me just ask you. I've seen the question a lot. Do the Raiders win that game with O'Connell?
No, that dude
No.
gets sacked 17 times.
I agree. I've seen that comment a lot on Twitter that we win the game with O'Connell, and I don't think so. Mac would have been in his face 7 times again. Just the way it's going, it seems like he was trying to win with the D. That was the Chargers Super Bowl. I do agree that was the Chargers Super Bowl. They are so hyped over that.
Yeah, they are, because they're like, oh, you scored 63, and this time you scored 10. It's
Yeah.
like, well, we scored 63, and they threw up a fucking goose egg against the Vikings. Like, this is what we are.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's just the Chargers were hyped because they've never won anything ever, so they were hyped about that. Now they can talk shit. Oh, you scored 63 points, but we won, and they're hyping up Joe Alton Harbaugh. It's like you barely won a game against a 500 team. Good for you.
Yeah.
Wait till you play somebody that actually has a defense that can be supported by an offense and see what happens. Because we have a hard schedule. Like we're 8 to 9 win team. Like, and that's okay. That's what we are. We're still building. Second year with AP. Wait till you play a team, they're going to fucking smash them, and then they'll shut up.
Yeah.
They should finish the bottom of the division next to Denver.
Yeah, I agree.
Everybody said we should get Bo Nix. Okay, you guys have seen my analytics on Bo Nix. I said Bo Nix cannot throw the ball deep. He did not do that at Oregon. I saw him live multiple times. He had the 115th rated air yards in NCAA last year, like something crazy, 115th, 120th, whatever it was. He averaged 3 yards a pass. I told everybody, don't draft Nix. He can't throw the fucking ball 5 yards.
Yeah, man. I mean, Bo hard agree. I mean, yeah, I would like to bring him back if possible, but that is not in the equation, unfortunately.
If our offense doesn't pick up, Getsy, let's say our offense finishes like it was last year, 25th, Getsy's 1 and done. He's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Hey, maybe we'll trade. Maybe the media is going to start spinning that the Raiders are going to trade for Rodgers, and we'll stop the backwards.
I don't think he leaves the Jets.
The Jets look like shit too. So
they had their window and it's gone now.
It's gone. Yeah, it is gone. Rodgers would be a beast in this offense. Sorry, I'm going off topic here. Let's get back on topic. So let's see. Is it time to panic yet? No, it is not time to panic.
Game 1.
It's game 1, guys. Come on. There's a lot of panic. A lot of panic on Instagram. A lot of panic on Twitter. AP's first game as a real head coach going in, full off season to prepare. It is not time to panic. It's game 1.
Yeah. And at this point in time, you see the defenses are, I'd say, more prepared than the offenses. And that's kind of the MO in camp. It takes offenses a couple times. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you look at the NFL stats, the NFL offensive stats were absolute garbage for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, what do we have? The 5th, 6th ranked passing attack in week 1? Like that's what we had.
Yeah, no, offenses across the board were pretty bad. I think the only team that scored over 35 was Tampa Bay.
The Saints too.
Saints, yeah. Well, don't bring that up.
Gardner Minshew had the 8th most passing yards and 10th best quarterback rating.
Adams is not mad. Adams is a Raider. I don't think he's going anywhere. Unless we're like 0-9, 0-8, 0-7.
He's addressed that so many times. He wants people to shut up, and he's getting tired of it. Like you can tell he doesn't want to deal with it anymore.
Yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere. I think eventually I mean, I'm gonna say I think he retires with the Raider jersey. Does he go into the Hall? If he becomes a Hall of Famer, does he go in with the Raider jersey? Probably not.
No, he probably doesn't because that's
He
where he
probably goes
got
in
it.
with the Packer jersey. If he does,
Yeah, he goes in with the Packers. But I'm still going to get the Raider jersey signed with the HOF on it. So
yeah. Yeah. You know, one thing we did do over the weekend, guys, we did go to the Raider Nation golf event.
Yeah.
That was a great time. We were able to play some golf.
Met Mike Haynes. I got my autograph, so I was happy. You got yours too.
Yeah.
And what was the highlight?
I
got an eagle. I got an eagle.
Oh, he did good. Yeah, Josh hit an eagle, man. Josh did hit an eagle.
I was slamming all those beer balls. I wish we'd have videoed it. I was slamming all those beer balls, like just dicking around. We're doing the beer bong, and I was like, the only thing I can do good is putt, and then it's knocked a 30-footer. I'm like, oh shit! That was an eagle. I'm like, oh,
Josh hit a putt, man. He Texas wedged it. For those who don't know that golf, he hit it with this putter from outside the green. So, and he sunk it. So he did. He sunk it. So that was nice to see. It was a great time. We got to meet Mike Haynes. We got to meet Vernon from Ballers, which is he's a very nice guy. He was on the Raiders practice squad, I found out, for a season. Very nice guy. I am actually trying to get him on the podcast. We will see what happens there. It's actively working at the moment. So we exchanged numbers and hopefully we can get him on.
Yeah. A lot of fun afterwards. Got some free tacos, so that was cool.
I slept in the car. I got way too drunk.
I had Fitz drive me, so thank you, Fitz. I saw you join the chat. Fitz drove me around all weekend, so in exchange, I let him stay in the hotel. So that was really cool. He took care of me when I was drunk. So thank you.
Oh man, you know what, Fitz? I know Fitz is in here. You guys scared me when you guys rolled up and you're like, "Are you two the guys who made the Kermit video?" I was like,
"Oh yeah," when they in the middle of the course, all flat. Like what?
Yeah, we're in the middle of the course and they come up with cameras and like, "Are you the ones who made the Kermit video?" And I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, but that was the craziest thing, because like this is the first time LA always pulls out. LA is wilder than Vegas. And I let people know that LA is so wild when it comes to Raider games. More LA fans for Raiders go there. It's people that are local, been fans for years, and the tailgate is just it's the closest thing to Oakland we're gonna get. Mm-hmm. I couldn't get shit done walking through there, and I didn't pay for anything. Drinks, food, everything was free. Chopped it up with everybody. It was so much fun. Like I'm like, man, I can't wait for the Rams game now. Like I hope it pops off like that. And I hope it's 80 degrees instead of 102.
Yeah. And I'll actually sit with you this game.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what? Who are you?
I actually sit with you.
No, I'm going to tell you. So those seats are, I'll never buy those seats again. Security was assholes. I actually filed a complaint. And I don't do things like that. So security was just complete dicks. They were rude to our fans. They stood in front of us. You know how we're right there on the glass?
Yeah.
They were standing directly to the left of us. So if you stand up or something, they blocked your field of view for the game. I asked them to move and we got to stand here. I'm like, you're in our way. Like, can you move? Like you're in our space. Like we're trying to watch the game. I never have good experience when I go to LA for that stadium for Rams or for Charger games. Every year there's always some issue with it being too hot, muggy. You're dying in there because it's a sauna. There's no AC.
Yeah.
Or it's just always problems.
Yeah, SoFi was hot. I mean, we had similar seats. I was in the end zone as well. I had a good time with it. We had a quick question. I'm in pain right now too.
Fitz, yes, yeah, Fitz. We gotta Fitz. You have to do the video and tag us in the reel so we can all share it. Fitz has a surprise for everybody. I'm not going to reveal it, but you gotta show it out, and all of us will share that because that thing is.
All right. I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you in the private.
I haven't seen it yet. For those who don't know, Josh released a new video today with Sean Merriman. Go to his page and take a look at it. While he's typing, Fat Phil's World 124 row 18. I personally sit in 124. I'm row 2 at Allegiant, and I love it. You're in the kind of corner end zone. You're in the on the tunnel side when they come out. I love those seats. I highly recommend 124. And that's at Allegiant. Let me clarify that. If that's at SoFi, I never sat there at SoFi. So
our seats for the Rams are near the bench in the second row. First row, second row. First row. Yeah. Way better. I bought these ones because I was like, oh, I'm gonna go in the tunnel, and then I forgot that the tunnel's high, and I was like, I fucked up. But
yeah. But overall, it was a great time. It was great to meet everybody. Got to, connect with a lot of people I've never met before. I've never met Fitz in person. He's a great guy. Never met Samoa, any of those guys, and it was nice to meet everybody over the weekend.
Oh, you gotta check the comment real quick on the
Instagram.
Oh
no. Oh, fuck. No, I didn't see that one. Go ahead, Josh. Say it.
Fuck him. Fuck Mitch.
So I kind of briefly looked at his thing. Was he at the game?
No, probably not.
I briefly looked at it. It kind of looked like he was.
I never seen him. I've never seen him at tailgate. It's probably in his Ritz Carlton, sipping Mai Tais or something.
I swear to God, it looked like a Ritz Carlton too. It looked like
I'm a man of the people. I'm down in the grime, the dirt. I'm getting drunk, spilling micheladas on my shit. We drink out of the bottle.
I snuck a bottle into SoFi. Did you see that video?
Yeah, I was dying laughing. I'm like, well, this is what sucks about SoFi, and I hate it. You can't move around the stadium, so I can't go to you, and you can't go to me.
No, fuck no. It's amazing.
That's what sucks, because in Vegas, I'd be like, here's a screenshot. Come down and say what's up. You can't do that in SoFi.
Terrible. Yeah, he was at a restaurant in his story.
Of course he was, because he doesn't spend money coming to games.
Oh, man. All right, let's get back on track. Week 2 prediction from Alex. I'm going to be that guy. I said it last time. I'm going to be very realistic. I think we lose 35-17. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think we cover, but we're losing. And people hate to say that. In my prediction, the beginning of the season, I said we would win the Chargers, lose against the Ravens, and then win against the Panthers because we needed to be 2-1 to make a real impression. Now we're 0-1. We're going to start 0-2. We're not as good as the Ravens. If by a miracle, like we get the pass game going, one of them goes off, our defense can hold them, but it's going to be a real hard game. And I want people to understand that Baltimore is extremely good. Their offense is explosive, and they have a defense.
The environment is very hostile as well for those who've never been to Baltimore. They have a good fan base. So 8-2 against the spread, huh, Romo? Under AP. Did not know that.
They didn't cover yesterday. I fucking lost because of it. That's that one game.
I was gonna say the same thing. He is 8-2 against the spread for my gamblers out there. I'm not touching it.
That's one of those ones like either we're gonna get blown out or they're gonna cover, and then they're gonna beat them. Like it's so up in the air. Like
man,
I'm gonna put it to a vote this week, and whatever my followers vote that I should bet, I'm gonna bet.
All right,
and I'll just say it's not my fault.
Yeah. For those who don't know, I covered Josh's bet so he can give me a Kermit doll.
Yeah. I was like, I got you. That's fine.
It made an appearance at SoFi, by the way. Josh did take it.
So. Yeah, I took it inside too.
Did you? I did not know that.
Yeah. Oh, it got me a lot of free drinks. It was pretty cool.
Oh, I did not know that.
And a glizzy. It got me a glizzy, so I was happy about that.
Kermit got you a glizzy. Before or after the game?
During the game. Sean Merriman got all the glizzies after the game.
Yeah, he did. I don't know what Sean Merriman thought he was doing with that.
What is this gay show? Oh.
Yeah.
I do understand trying to eat the W, but you put your fingers in your mouth. You're grown ass.
Yeah, not to get super, and I didn't analyze the video, but he put his lips around it. It was just a little too sus. It was very P. Diddy like.
He's gonna make some man very, very happy one day. So.
Week 2 prediction. So my prediction is we do lose 35-17. I think Derrick Henry is very overwhelming with Lamar Jackson at offense for our defense. Vine Diablo. I didn't get to watch too much tape on him, but I have heard that he had played horrible over the weekend. Spillane looks like a steal.
Yeah, I said Spillane was a steal of our free agency last year. I was like, dude, this guy's a baller. His thing was he's a fast, undersized linebacker. He was more of a thumper. Like even though he was so fast, undersized, he was a run stopper and he really couldn't cover. And he's doing it all. He's doing it all for us. He is next to Max, like he's the guy. Him and Jack Jones and Max are it. Like we got a good trio in each line. We're just really weak at certain spots, like our weak defensive end opposite of Max Crosby with Kuntz out, and our other rotational linebackers are weak. Yeah. So we really need to fix those problems. Like that's something we need to fix to beat a elite defense.
Yeah. I think we got a question here. Where do you think our record is going to be by week 5? I think we are going to be 2-3. I think we lose a variable winnable game against the Browns just because we're the Raiders.
I'm going to go 2-2. I think the Browns, because of Deshaun Watson, if you didn't know, he has another case pending against him, just another lawsuit and charges.
He does.
Did you know that? It's just filed. Yeah, just filed. So I think that's going to be a distraction for them. He may not play. Seems like he's a little touchy with people. Yeah. So he may be out. Chubb's still going to be out by week 4. They may not have any offense. They have an elite defense. They got Myles Garrett. They got Ward. They got corners. But they don't have an offense even with Watson. So I can see that as being a toss-up. We will probably be the underdog at home by like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So I can see us being 2-2, but the Panthers we should beat. If we lose against the Panthers, our fucking season's over. Our season's over.
Or if we somehow lose against the Panthers and start 0-3, our season is fried.
And this is the problem that's going to happen against the Panthers. They're going to compare what we do versus what Derek Carr did. I keep telling everybody the minute he left, until that dude fucking retires or gets benched, he's going to be attached to us and it's going to divide our fan base, and we're never going to be whole as a team, cheering wise and support wise, until that guy's out of the league.
Yeah.
Because we're always going to compare and contrast. Last year, most people shut up because he had the same record as us in a shitty division with a top 10 D. But yesterday he threw fucking 40 points up against the Panthers. They are the worst team, but you still threw up 40. Like that. That's all there is to it. Yep. So.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree. Injuries. What injuries you got, Josh?
Kuntz is out 2 to 4 weeks with the injury. Then Wilson is out. He was seen wearing a knee brace. So I'm like, that's cool. Both our defense ends are out. So now we got some rotational players and backups. Excuse me. Sorry, my boys. Richardson's still questionable. JPJ still questionable. Tommy's still questionable. They did throw Kuntz on the injured reserved, and so is Trey Taylor. So that means week 5, I believe, they can come back. So Kuntz is out for 4 weeks with a non-contact.
And something to note as well. After week 1, we can sign any free agent without any guarantees. So that is a rule in the NFL. We don't have to give them any guaranteed money. So we will see. People were saying bring back Ngakoue.
As a pass rusher, yeah, I'm open for it. He'll get you back.
Do you think they do? I don't think personally. With these,
he doesn't like that. He was mad. Yeah, he was pissed that they released us. He was mad they got Chandler Jones, and he openly said he was pissed off.
Yeah.
So I don't see that happening. If we do, great. He's a good addition. He'll be a rotational player, and Wilson's career is over.
Yeah.
So because he'll Wilson
Jones. No, I'm kidding. No one quote me on that.
Just get him out there free basing and just killing people.
No, and get me on that. Let him do some blow before the game and throw him out there, man. Oh man, I'm hoping for the best, man. The season starts off really bad, guys. It's only uphill from here. Can it get worse?
I mean, it could be 0-2. That's worse than 0-1.
Yeah, you can't.
Or we could be Charger fans, so there's that too.
Yeah, you could be Charger fans. You could be. I mean, I seen there's a guy. He's very popular on Twitter. He's a private account. He switched to the Niners not too long ago. He's a little. I'm not gonna get canceled here, but he is a very weird fan.
Just send him my way. I'll get canceled for everybody.
Yeah. And it's funny because he has Raider tattoos, and now he's rocking all his Niner stuff on his videos and stuff like that.
God, I hate people like that.
I know, and people make fun. He made his stuff all private, but he's and it's funny because he kind of looks gangster, He's just swapping teams like that. E40, no, not E40, but he is another one. What's up, Max? What do you got to say about the game, Max? He ran away.
He's nervous.
We will be the upset of the week match. I love the positivity. Let's do it, man. Minshew is going to improve. The Raiders are going to improve. I'm going to be positive here. They are going to improve. I think they're going to make a run mid-season. They just got to find each other. So I think that does happen.
Yeah, I kept telling people Minshew knows how to find his number one receiver.
Yeah.
For me, I'd say upset of the week. Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm okay with that. I think
there's a lot of shitty teams playing each other. That's the problem. You know, yeah, there's a lot of shitty teams. Let me see. How many think we could go with? Love's out, so Green Bay's probably gonna lose. I mean, you could see Tennessee beat New York. That would be an upset.
Yeah,
they are in Tennessee.
So from a gambling perspective, I believe 95% of the favorites won. So from a gambling perspective, Vegas is going to get their money back eventually. We'll see how that goes. Minshew played better than Rodgers. He did.
Minshew had a top 10 passing day. It was just he made stupid decisions.
He looked really good passing over the middle. Really good passing over the middle.
And so let me pull that up. So Minshew 10 yards left, right, over the middle. This is right off NFL stats. He was 7 for 8 with over 100 yards, 10 plus yards between 10 and 20. So over the middle between 10 and 20, he only had one incompletion.
Yeah.
Over 20, they only threw the ball twice over 20 yards. He had the one to Turner that was for 33, and then one incompletion.
Yeah. He had that pass to Bowers.
What was that?
He had the pass to Bowers as well.
I think they count that one over the middle because they threw it. Yeah.
I know it kind of went more. I mean, he was streaking across the middle, but he didn't hit the button until he was almost on the sideline.
Yeah.
So,
but
any questions, guys? I mean, drop some questions while we finish this one out if you guys have any. But that Bowers throw the ball over the middle. We'll see what happens. The fight. Did you see the fight?
Which one?
I was walking out and saw the fight. The actual fight on the field. Jack Jones.
Oh yeah. I saw it. Yeah, I was like, God damn it, here we go again. I was like, there's penalties. I'm glad there wasn't suspensions. That was what I was afraid of. I'm like, dude, we can't afford to get somebody suspended. Like, we don't have the depth. Mm-hmm. We're not an elite team that we can just like, hey, lose, cornerback one. I was like, shit, why? Mm-hmm. The Chargers aren't tough. They're soft. There's no reason. And what was it? Palmer pushed Hobbs in the face when he was on the ground, I think is what started it.
Yeah.
They kind of circulated that photo.
Yeah.
But, when football players fight, they're wearing helmets. Nobody's really going to get hurt. They're just swinging at each other. It's like a basketball fight. It's just like they square up, like, all right, let's look tough. It's like, and they go on the field and beat what they do on the field is way worse than the fight. They beat the living hell at each other on the field.
Yeah. So I was leaving the game when that happened, and over in my section they have those glass club level seats, and the fight happened right on that glass. So I had an amazing view of that fight. Yeah, I left early. I had to drive home that night. It was 22-10 with like 2 minutes left. I was out.
I don't leave early because I don't want to be that dude on the video they record going up the stairs. So
yeah, I was looking for the guy because I wanted to flip it off just to
I did not see Bolt God. I didn't see him anywhere.
I did not see him either. I was actively looking around the front rows for him, and
he probably left his booster seat at home and couldn't get in the car or something like that. The insole, he didn't want to leave the house because the insole's in his Timberlands. He couldn't find him. He's like, I can't be 5'5" today.
Yeah, I didn't see. The whole place booed Ruben because that was a bad decision.
Yeah.
It was a bad 4th and 1. Sorry, guys. He's asking why the place booed on 4th and 1. You got to steal a possession. 4th and 1, enemy territory. 7 minutes left in the game.
We're at the 43, right?
43, opponent territory. You have to go for it. You got to steal a possession. Even if, say, AP's method of madness does work. We go down. They get 1 first down. 3 minutes still comes off the clock. You get 1 possession left. You steal it to try to get 2. Just statistics. So, did the Jets fan go to the game? Oh, what Jets fan are you talking about, Native?
Told you. My followers know what's up. They know what's up. It's gonna be cool to see everybody at the games. We're gonna be going to a bunch.
Yeah.
I'm going to like 15 this year, so
We will be
it's
at
gonna be
a
nice
lot
seeing
of them.
everybody. Come up, say hi. We got patches, pins. We're gonna be asking questions, doing giveaways.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
We
my
have
daughter.
stickers. We have stickers. We give away a lot of stickers over at the who ran the event? Was it Crusaders? Black Hole over at Hollywood Park Casino. It was nice to meet all you guys.
Yeah.
It definitely was.
I was playing Rochambeau for drinks with people, and I won like 7 out of 8. That was a bad decision. So like I paid for the round when I lost, but I won like 7 free alcoholic drinks, and whatever the person got me, I drank. So again, shout out to Fitz for driving me home.
Talk about anything but the last game.
Yeah.
The Hollywood Park Casino event was awesome, man. Let's talk about that. Eazy-E's son, he was a great performer. He sounds exactly like his dad.
Yeah, he does. Isaiah was there taking photos, signing autographs. They had a lot of vendors, great food. Wasn't really big lines for the bars. A lot of fun. It was
great
packed
time
for a while. There was a nice breeze going in at night, so it was a lot of fun. It was probably one of the cooler events. It was nice to do something outdoors versus being, inside a casino because they want to take all your money.
Yeah,
but
and it was only a card room. It wasn't even a full casino because I wanted to gamble.
Yeah, it's just a card room. Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I'm staying away. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm gonna lose enough money this week. So,
which QB do you use when using the Raiders on Madden?
If you really want to know, I pick up the undrafted free agent from TCU, Duggar. He's usually on a practice squad because he has like 88 speed. I swear to God, I hear it a Minshew and AOC.
I use the Steelers on Madden. If you want to run one, Angelo, I'll probably hop on after this. Add me Raiders AQ on PSN, whatever, EA. I do run games against followers, and I'm looking to get into Twitch, so we'll see how that goes. Do we draft a QB next year, Josh?
Oh yeah, big time. I want Carson Beck. I don't want Sanders. Yeah. The problem is Carson Beck's going to be a top 5 pick, so it's going to be really hard to get him unless we shit the bed.
Yeah. I am on the same page. I wouldn't mind Sanders. I think Dion and AP would be really good.
It'd be the hype train.
It'd be a very good hype train. I think they would be.
But here's what's going to happen. Sanders is a megalomaniac. I think he has the potential to be a good coach. I see how he treats his teammates, his kids, his players, like lights out. Like I couldn't ask for a better man to coach my children, like realistically, because you see how he's like, I treat you like my own. Yeah. Fuck you to the media. Like, no, you said this about my guy. I'm not talking to you. Get out of here.
Yeah.
That would be the problem because AP would do something that he didn't approve of. And then you got a college coach mouthing off to a pro coach with the son right in the middle. That would be the issue. It's drama we don't need because we're dysfunctional. So that's why I don't want to. That's why I don't want it.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind him better than what we got.
Yeah. I mean,
I just want to win, man. I just want to win.
I got some shit for saying, at this point, like, I take their car back. And people are like, wait, what? And I'm like,
you did get some shit.
Yeah,
that shit went over to Twitter, by the way.
What?
There was a lot of just, Vic Toffer talking about how Raider fans are asking for car back and stuff like that.
I did it as a joke. Like, I'm like, I take car back at this point. I'm like, great car. I threw 3 TDs against a garbage defense. Good for you.
Yeah.
Wait until you play a better team.
Yeah. We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm optimistic. I'm holding out hope. We lose to the Panthers. This podcast is going to turn into a raid room.
I'll have my Fire AP shirts out.
Yeah. Me and Josh, for those who are wondering, will be at the the Panthers game in Vegas. Come up to us, say hi. We're passing out shots to a lot of people at the game.
Checking IDs, of course, always.
Of course, yeah. Bring your ID. I had a few bottles from Mexico.
I'm 21. Yeah, you are.
Yeah. I had a few bottles. I was passing out shots, taking shots with you guys. It was nice to meet all you guys over the weekend, and I hope to meet more of you at the Panthers game. I'm in B-Lot. I will go over to Jay with Josh for a little bit, and we will go from there.
Yeah. I'll be at the Baltimore game. I'm taking my son. He wanted to go see Lamar Jackson, so I said, all right. My kid goes to one away game with me a year. So he wanted to do Miami. I'm like, no. That's an adult trip. You're not going to Miami.
You're not gonna let him go look at some BBL?
Yeah, you want to see some BBL on Miami Beach? He's like,
I'll be in Miami. If anyone's in Miami, I'll be in Miami this year.
Yeah, Miami's cool. They do the blackout at the Clevelander, so it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I'll be in Baltimore. I don't really know what to do in Baltimore, so I'll be there Sunday night. So somebody hit me up, let me know what's going on. I'm not going to be there until late Saturday, and I got a 7-year-old with me, so I'm not going out. So let me know what's going on Sunday after the game. Go to some foods and drinks, have some fun. Yell at some people.
Yeah, reach out to us if you guys anyone wants to link up. Hit me up on Instagram. We invite everybody. There's always a ton of food, a ton of drinks. So if you have no place to tailgate, me or Josh got you for sure. Just hold your own. Bring a 12-pack. Come on.
I'm gonna get fat this season, bro. Dude, I came home.
Bring a 12-pack.
No, I came home because I always weigh myself. I keep track of my weight all the time. And I came home, and after I have like a weekend like this, I came home. I was 12 pounds heavier. Like all the beer, 12 pounds heavier. That's how much weight I gained. And then it just comes off within like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
I was like, it's all beer. It's all beer. I was like, shh.
Yeah, we got back to the Airbnb over in LA after the golf event, and my uncle's very self-conscious about that too. He goes, I gained 9 pounds this morning off of liquor. He weighed himself and he was just looking down. We're like, what's up? He goes, I gained 9 pounds today. Oh man, go 209. I hope we're always there, bro. Reach out to us. Reach out to me. I respond to all my DMs. Just bring a bottle, bring a 12-pack. We'll be in week 3 against the Panthers at Allegiant. B-Lot and J-Lot. Right, Jay? Is that where you're at, Jay?
Yeah, I usually go to Jay. Yeah, we can go anywhere. I don't know. I just walk around anyways.
Yeah, I just walk around too. I will go to B first. That's where all my homies are. For those who don't know, D-Man, all those guys, Alan, they all run the B-Lot brothers. They take donations. They make a ton of food. Lot J has Lot J tacos. Same thing. Take donations. A lot of food. So I know a lot of people. The main thing I've seen on Twitter is a lot of people don't have a place to tailgate. There's places.
Yeah, and after the game, if you're sticking around or if you're doing something before, now the bar and Starbucks are open across the street. That is something people are really excited about. No bullshit. It's called Whiskey. Has good food. On the outside, you can have kids. Inside, you can't. So you can eat outdoors with the kids if you have them. Food's good. Drinks aren't super expensive. And next door is a Starbucks too. So like you can go there before, after the game. I always go in there and grab a bite to eat. But yeah, there's usually a lot of people popping off in there. And then Saturdays in Vegas, the parties are usually the Black Hole parties are at
Mandalay Bay.
Yeah, Mandalay Bay Eye Candy. And then now the Black Hole's having a tailgate and Whiskey pregame, so they'll have food and stuff there. So you can pop around. There's a couple places you can go.
Yeah. Ice Cube Friday at the M. Yes, sir, he is. I won't be there in time, but he is at the M on Friday.
Oh, for the home opener, yeah. I looked at there's no front row ticket, so I'm like, yeah, I'm not going. Yeah.
Always hit me up, bro. There's always a spot. We always got open places for people. So don't feel.
I got Ice Cube's autograph on the jersey.
Did you?
I got everything. That's me.
That's cool. I shook. I kind of slapped Too Short's hand. He told me I hit his hand too hard. Uncle Rico, QB, cute to know. Yeah, let me know, Lex. We'll be out there. You hitting any games this year, bro? He says he hasn't been to a game since Oakland. That's a long time now, man. Taking the Kermit puppet. From my knowledge, I believe Allegiant is not allowing Kermit. If I'm wrong, say something.
No, you can't take it in.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble because of me, please.
Standing room tickets for Cube. Yes, it is at a pool. It is not at a amphitheater or anything like that, Travis.
It's at the M, right?
It's at the M, yeah. So it's not an amphitheater. It's not a sitting. It's at a pool.
So the M pool is very, I want to say small, but it's very cozy. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
There's enough room for bar. There's a bar behind there and things like that. It's worth the money if you go. There's probably not a really bad seat in there. And if you're in the front row where the stage is, it's awesome.
You know, Mike, I don't like Charger fans, but the video you made actually made me laugh over at Levi Stadium, man. We got a Charger fan in here now.
Oh, bolt up. Oh, Mike.
Here we go. We're about to possibly wrap it up, and here we go. Oh man. I don't have much to say. I mean, you guys could have fun with Mike for a little bit.
No. I got kids. I gotta go play with them real quick.
Yeah, we're gonna get going. Mike, that video you did was funny, man, over at Levi. So
Yeah, thanks for
I was
telling me
definitely
your.
watch that.
No, I'll tell Mike something too. Because like he took a photo with me, and I was like, oh, he's gonna do something with it. Like I don't care. Like it's not. I tell everybody about Mike. He talks shit, but it's funny, and it's not like mean or ill intended. It's funny. It's content, unlike some people. And his video I got sent like 15 times. Like, this Charger fan's talking shit. You're gonna beat his ass. I'm like, that's Mike. I was like, that's Joe Morley's buddy. I was like, they're like best friends. Like, no, like he's cool. And they're like, oh, okay. I was like, no, we took the photo together. I'm like, oh, I bought his t-shirts, by the way. Not buying those the stupid Charger ones though, because nobody wants to wear that shit. I bought the Condor ones for my kids. So always show support. If you see somebody selling stuff at Raider Nation, trying to hustle, always show support. I'm always buying stuff. Yeah. I do like it when I get free stuff. I'm not gonna lie, for my kids. But if there's a discount code, something, you shoot it to me, I'll put your stuff on my page. I don't care. I want stuff for my kids. I want them to enjoy it. I want to support the nation. Do giveaways on my page, which I do all the time. I want to support you guys' businesses and everything like that.
Cool. Well, we will be in. Josh will be in Baltimore. I'll be in Vegas week 3, and we will see where we go from there.
All right.
Cool.
Let's go Raiders.
Subscribe to us on
YouTube. Raiders. Pig, can you give me your Raiders? Because Max is not into it tonight. Thank you, baby.
There it is. Follow us on YouTube, guys. Helps a lot. Subscribe. It's free. It's QX Goat. You see us at a game, you subscribe. We'll do some giveaways for y'all out there. We'll all be there. So let's do it. Let's rock, and let's hope for a good rest of the season.
Let's go.
Let's do it. All right, guys. Take care. Are you ending it or me?
Oh, and I'll end my Instagram.
It's not letting me end this stream. Truthfully, it's not.
Let me see. End stream.
It's probably you.